Hi everybody, I'm Chris with ECS Tuning, and I have Stefan here with LIQUIMOLY, and today we're going to talk about direct injection, cleaning, and maintaining the system. Now, to kick us off, for people who don't know, direct injection started being really prevalent on cars around 2006, 2007. Behind me is my 07 335 direct injected, and I have some no longer good direct injectors on the table, which are unfortunately rather expensive. Now, you have some products here with us today that are going to help maintain some injectors and also perhaps help keep other systems clean with different oil selections. For those of you who don't know, we call it direct injection because the injector sits right in the combustion chamber with all the squish and banging going on in there. On a port injection car, some older cars, it goes on the other side of the valves and blows fuel in over the valves, which cleans the valves. So on direct injection cars, we have two struggles. The injectors get dirty and the valves get dirty. So go ahead and talk us through what you brought to keep some of those systems maintained.
Yeah, so we have several different fuel additives you can use, but for direct injected engines, we have our newest DIJectron, which will help maintain your injectors, but not just cleaning in a conventional way, cleaning the inside of the injector to keep that fuel pattern spray proper. It also allows the cleaning of the outside around the mouth of that injector. The unique LIQUIMOLY formulation we have in that DIJectron additive cleans outside, inside the injector, but also throughout the combustion chamber to keep deposits from building too much. Those deposits contribute to LSPI, low speed preignition, which can do major damage very quickly in an engine, and that's common in a GDI engine.
And what does the DI injection do in terms of inside the fuel injector to help keep it clean?
So it removes deposits.
Okay.
Inside here is a pintle that moves at very high frequencies, opens and closes consistently, and the tolerances are extremely fine. So any little buildup of deposits will interfere with either the movement of that pintle or the spray pattern. So it's very important to keep that clean at all time and to prevent any buildup. And that's why we want you to use our additive consistently every 2,400 miles.
Okay, that is a great service interval to make note of. Also, tell me about the oil products you bought, because with that coking on the valves, there are always different oils on the market. How do we make sure we prevent as much of that as possible?
So what's important, what you always start with, is using the correct BMW oil specification. We have two oils here. We have a Long Life 01 FE oil specification on the left. On the right, the Long Life 17 FE Plus, which is the low viscosity, fuel efficient, low SAPS type oil. To use those specs, you have to, because the engines are designed for either one of those or possibly for any other specs. But if you use the proper one, then you give the engine the best chance of surviving, the lowest chance of having LSPI issues, and the lowest chance of, or the slowest buildup of deposits on the intake valves.
Yeah, we're talking about preventative maintenance. It's never going to replace something like a walnut blasting or something like that, which is inevitably going to be needed.
Yeah, eventually. We do have some products that can prevent that or slow that buildup, but we're going to talk about those another time.
Okay, and then this is a highly modified N54, very, very common car, especially for our customers. What should we do because it's modified? I got big turbos, I have bigger intake, I have bigger intercooler, I actually have more fuel injection. What should I be doing in terms of preventing what I can now?
So once you get into modifications, all bets are out the door. You usually talk to your engine builder, you test different oils yourself to get the most out of the engine. But in general, you want to start close to what BMW says, unless you have rebuilt the engine with different clearances, etc. But keep in mind higher temperatures. And one thing that you can easily do there is use our Ceratec oil additive to reduce friction, which means reduced wear, better protection, etc.
Okay, that's great. So I'll consult my tuner or my turbo builder to make sure I'm using the right products for what they've seen go through that car already.
It's the best way to do it.
Perfect. We'll link to the DIJectron and fuel system cleaner as well as the oil kits in the links below the description. And thank you, Stefan, for coming in. I appreciate all the education.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, comment, subscribe for some more educational content.
Audio.